There are some folks that are still getting around town, getting things taken care of, and they're utilizing our transportation system, Michelle.
That's right. And Erin Hockman, she is with DART, the Marketing and Communications Manager. She is joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, there are a couple of things. You've shifted gears a little bit with DART. Let's talk about some of the changes over the past week or so that have been made involving Des Moines area rapid transit.
Yes, thank you. We have made a number of changes in response to COVID-19, and as we are evaluating our response, our top priority is really the safety of our employees and our riders. And so one of the things that we did is yesterday we announced that we are going to enact a temporary service reduction that will take effect this Thursday. Our planning team has actually developed a service reduction plan consisting of 3 phases. So this is phase 1, and we are really looking at just slightly reducing our weekday service span, so how late the service runs and how frequent some of our service runs, in order to minimize the amount of operators that we need to run the service, to minimize their potential exposure, as well as just to take into account the decreases in ridership that we've seen over the last week or two.
Okay, so what is this overall? What does this mean? Is it going to end? The service going to end earlier, or what's the story here?
Almost every single DART route is impacted. And so the best thing to do is to go to our website and see the details. Some of our local routes will end service at approximately 9 p.m. on weekdays. We do have a few routes that will end at approximately 10 p.m. For any of our express route riders, we've seen a significant decline in ridership on those, as we know many of those individuals are probably working remotely from home, as they should be if they can. And so we are limiting our express route trips to 2 morning trips and 2 evening trips. We have several routes that will have a slightly reduced frequency. The only service that is completely being discontinued is a shuttle service that we operate between the Center Street Park and Ride and downtown and to the courthouse. That's called our Link service. That's the only service that's being, completely discontinued at this time. Otherwise, we're still continuing to provide all of our normal service. We're just ending service a little bit earlier in the evenings because we're not seeing as much ridership, and we're paring back the frequency just slightly on some of those routes as well.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the weekends, because the weekends, they're going to be as normal, right? Is that correct?
At this time, we are going to continue to run our normal Saturday and Sunday service, so there's no changes to that service at this time.
Erin, are you guys meeting? I would imagine you're meeting on a regular basis and daily, and kind of, anticipating, because things are changing, by the day, it seems. And so the best place for people to kind of get these last-minute changes and so forth is the website or maybe a Facebook page?
That's correct. We are updating all of the steps that we're taking on our website. That's ridedart.com. You can also access, all the service changes on our website. The updated schedules and the schedule information is there now as well. And we are updating both our Facebook page as well as Twitter and Instagram.
All right, Erin, I want you to walk through the procedure of what people need to do in order to ride the buses now, because last week you announced that you are going to not have any transactions when it comes to people jumping on the bus, but you had to enter the bus in a different way too. Explain how that worked. All right,
we froze up.
Yeah, we lost Erin there. We had a little hiccup in the Skype system here. But this is the deal here, folks. They are not going to be collecting fares. No. Okay, so there's no money that's going to be exchanged. And the deal is, if you want to get on the bus, you cannot enter through. They don't want you to enter through the front door. They want you to enter through the back door. You enter through the back door of the bus to reduce the potential COVID-19 exposure to the bus drivers and the customer service personnel. Michelle.
And they're also talking about canceling, all their public meetings and the How to Ride training sessions. They have all been canceled for the next 30 days.
Yeah, but they are still functioning, but just a little bit of a reduced schedule, as you heard Erin say, during the week. Weekends are as normal, but they said really you don't want to go anywhere unless you really have to. Maybe you need a trip to the
They're
grocery
asking
store.
for only necessary trips to be
Right,
made.
so that's the whole idea here, is to limit your, the need for you to get out and about. But if you do have to get out and about, no fees will be collected. Enter through the back door. Keep that in mind. Reduced, routes during the week, regular routes on the weekends,
Yes,
Michelle.
and stay up to date on all of the changes, anything that happens day by day at ridedart.com.
There you go. We appreciate her taking time to talk to us on this busy time of ours right now. Don't go too